They're doing everything in their power to besmirch Bobby Kennedy. They're doing everything in their power to destroy him, to make him look like some kind of a fool, some kind of a rube. But it's not just Bobby Kennedy. It's people that the left don't believe they have any control over. You see, this is something which is really important. You see, for the longest time, these people have lived in this world where they thought we can do whatever we want. And they also felt that they could do anything or say whatever they wanted regarding media, social media, that which is acceptable. This phrase is okay. This phrase is not okay. This particular sexual identification is okay. This isn't. They thought they could do whatever they want, but they're finding themselves in the position now where things are different. For the first time, people are talking about subjects which nobody ever talked about before. And with Elon Musk thrown into the mix now, in control of the biggest, if you will, one of the biggest social media platforms ever, he's able to say, no, we're going to open up free speech. They're trying to do it to Alex Jones. They tried to do it to people like Candace Owens. They're trying to shut everybody down on the right. And what happens is they don't understand that those days are over. And it's incumbent upon you to listen to me very carefully. And I'm asking you this favor. If you believe, as do I think we agree with this. If you believe in this idea that people should be able to say and think whatever they want, that if I don't like what you're saying, I turn it off. I just exclude it from the course of things. I just turn it off. But if you are of the same belief system as am I, you have to come to the realization, as do I, that we cannot support these people anymore. And we can't put ourselves in the position of at all allowing them to get away with murder. So what we have to do is we have to basically, and this is important, look the other way and refuse to recognize their position as being valid. Don't give them any broadband width. Don't give them any ability to grasp or to enjoy the spotlight. Nothing. This is something I can't put into perspective enough. Don't let them win by paying attention to them. You see, they don't understand what happened with this Trump revolution. They don't understand it. You're going to see everything change and trickle down at levels you never thought possible. From housing prices to the ability to speak freely, to the number of libel cases that are brought, the ability to libel's always been a real problem with me. It's really been a problem with me. And I don't understand. I'm very reluctant to suggest that anything that anybody says could possibly be in the position, could possibly be of a level that it could harm you. It's been done. Don't get me wrong. But I want you to understand and grasp something. You're in a revolution right now. You're in a revolution. And they're going crazy because they don't like Bobby Kennedy. They don't like Hegseth. They don't like Marco Rubio. And listen, I am not a fan of Marco Rubio in the least, or at least Stefanik. Because if ever there have been two people who have been responsible for the quashing and quelling and destruction of free speeches, these two, regarding, I think, the gratuitous labeling and the gratuitous spreading of the term anti-Semitic, when in fact there's nothing anti-Semitic at all about any of it. But I digress. This is a revolution we're seeing. And I hope you grasp it. But the thing that I'm asking you more than anything else, and I mean this, is do not care or respond to what these people say anymore. Do not care or respond anymore to what these people say. I can't say this enough. Do not care or respond or react to anything these people think anymore. And the reason why is simply this. I think I told you this before, and I'm going to say it again. And the perfect example is what was seen recently with Howard Stern. Howard Stern had on Kamala. So she was on his show. And she came and you could tell she really had no business or interest in being in the show in the least. She didn't really care about it. didn't care about it at all. But in any event, she had to do it because it was the thing to do. And people were living, I think, in the 90s and thought that somehow Howard Stern was going to deliver the goods. So anyway, so there she was. He went on the show, and nobody cared. And the reason why nobody cared is because, well, nobody cares. So lo and behold, all of a sudden, there was this crazy, crazy thing that happened. And this is interesting. The show or the appearance caught on or made headway, not because of her appearance with Howard Stern, but because her appearance that was documented in social media circles. That's what blew me away. That's what blew me away. It's in social media circles. That's the part that killed me. And what's also interesting to note, and I mean this sincerely, which is critical, was that they took it and they were responding to her on social media. The person who made the most impact, probably of anybody, is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is bigger than Joe Rogan even thinks. And you may not agree, you may not, it doesn't matter whether you understand this or not. Joe Rogan changed everything. So to perorate, to review, number one, understand what is happening here. There is a colossal revolution that is happening. There's a revolution in terms of how information is maintained. You are not to repeat or give credence or give weight to the people that we disagree with, because I just told you, they stay in power, not by virtue of, like, for example, that horrible quintet called The View. They stay on TV, not because of what they do on TV, but because people talk about them. Isn't that something? It's not the actual show itself. It's the reactions from people who watch this. There's a lot for you to pay attention to, my friends. Please enjoy this. Enjoy this so very much. And thank you for watching. And please make sure you subscribe. Do you know that 87% of people who watch don't subscribe? It's incredible. So do me a favor. Subscribe, like the video, and comment as you see fit.